Hey guys, American Matter here.
Nelson Diego here.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So I'm just going to bring up our wheel. Bam. And I'm going to give it a spin so we get to watch.
Yeah. Let's go see what we get. Spin it. Spin it.
I'm trying.
Click it.
Stop it.
Ah.
There we go.
Click it. Please. Something good. Something good. Big monies, big monies, big monies. What do I get?
What
do we get?
Shush.
The suspense.
In the Mouth of Madness.
What the fuck is that shit?
I'm really excited now.
Really?
In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh no.
I'm just going to bring up a
the fuck?
A whatchamacallit of it.
The story? In the back. No.
Well, I don't really need to read the description for this one. It's by John Carpenter, my favorite director.
Oh, okay.
This is one of his best movies.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's based on the works of H.P. Lovecraft, and it's about I think it's an accountant investigating the disappearance of a writer, but it turns out the writer's books are coming true.
Ooh, okay, I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
Ready for a legitimately good film? Because I decided to start putting these on the list.
Oh, fucking thank God, finally. Let's go.
Well, let's watch this shit.
Yeah.
This one will drive you absolutely mad.
The riots began because the stores could not meet the demands of Sutter Kane's novel, In the Mouth of Madness.
Kane disappeared 2 months ago without a trace.
You're the guy that writes horror books.
You can forget about Stephen King. Kane outsells them all. I need to know if he's alive or dead, and I need that book.
It's a setup. It's just I just have to work out how it's set up.
Kane's writing has been known to have an effect on his readers.
See this? It's a map.
This whole thing has been staged.
You just get out.
This is not reality.
It's all happening for real, Trent.
I know this book will drive people crazy.
Well, let's hope so. The movie comes out next month.
Did you read Sutter Kane?
Maybe.
This movie. Holy shit.
Fuck, man. God.
This might be the first, legitimately good horror film we've seen on the show.
For fuck's sakes, man.
Dude, Spookies was stupid, but fun.
I've never seen Spookies.
Night of the Demons, likewise. This fucking thing was, legitimately well made.
So I never saw this movie in my life. Alright?
Whole life.
So, after seeing it today, I was like, oh man, so it's sort of like a story, freaking messed up story. But dear God, once you got in deeper into the rabbit hole, I'm like, there's Cthulhu! Oh my God, but, alright, so, let's break down
D20 adventurers per round.
Oh yeah. Goddamn.
So we begin with some awesome music, because it's a John Carpenter film. There's always amazing music.
Fucking really...
We're at a mental hospital.
No, first we saw book production shit.
Yeah, but that's not really plot relevant.
Actually, it is, because it's about the situation.
Yeah, but this is the opening credits.
Yeah.
It's not really the most crucial of
importances. Alright, but anyway, so okay.
Most crucial of importances?
Yes. So, cut to a mental institute. You see this dude being fucking dragged, and after
he freaks out. He kicks a few people.
He fucking kicks the shit out of people, man. He fucking
kicks one in the balls, which gives us a line. Sorry about the balls. Lucky shot. It was, and this guy is John Trent. He is our protag for the movie.
Yeah, guy. This is the dude from Jurassic Park, and Merrick told me that he didn't like it.
I don't know. It's not what this is about. His name is Sam Neill.
Yeah. Great actor.
He's locked up, and he gives a story. We don't know the story yet. And then he says, I'm not crazy. So obviously it starts everyone else up.
Obviously, and everyone
then
starts
David
yelling.
Warner, who you may know from Tron, where he played the villain Sark.
Oh, really?
Time Bandits, where he played the devil.
Oh, shit.
We've actually covered that movie.
Fuck.
And Ra's al Ghul in the Batman animated series.
Uh-huh.
He was also in Twin Peaks.
Was he?
Yeah.
I remember.
Briefly.
Okay.
Very briefly.
So, after that...
David Warner guy comes to interview him.
Just to try to get him out the mental institute, and he asked him,
he asked the psychiatrist there, has he made any requests?
And he's like, no,
just one,
single black marker, crayon,
and he has covered himself,
holy
and
shit,
his cell with crucifixes.
This one motherfucking crayon did the entire fucking room and himself and on his body also, which is
every inch of the walls,
it's fucking spick.
I don't believe that this is your average fucking 3.5 inch crayon.
No, this was maybe a foot. No,
this is an artist crayon or something.
Like a fucking foot long crayon or something like that. But damn, and then then we see the crayon. It's a tiny little fucking bullet size thing. So the psychiatrist is I'm going to try to get you out of here. And he's like, what was the character's name again? I forgot.
John Trent.
John. We'll call him John. All right.
Yeah, his name is John Trent.
But John. So John's like, no, you know what? I prefer to be in here.
I think I'll stay in here, but I have there's a man with a pair of swollen testicles out there who swears you wanted to leave.
Yeah, that's true. There's that line, and fucking me and Barrett kind of cracked a bit. It was kind of cool. So the psychiatrist like, please just tell me what happened to you, so that way I could probably figure out to help you out. And the guy's like, you sure?
Things are getting pretty bad out there, aren't they?
It's like, oh, fuck yeah.
But we don't know what that means yet.
Yeah, we don't. I didn't know what it means. So I was like, things are getting really bad out there, huh? And he's like,
so he starts telling, he was he's an accountant. He's not some kind of accountant detective thing.
Yeah, accountant detective. To detect fraud or or any kind of screwy insurance fraud, a guy torching his house for no reason. That you've seen
a guy burning it out of shop for the insurance money. He deals with insurance fraud.
Yeah. Which is really fucking cool how he does it.
That scene at the beginning isn't really that important.
Yeah, I mean, you see him in his skills, how good he is,
and then he's at a cafe with
with his boss, I think. No, with
a friend of his who wants him to work for him. You're one of the best investigators I've ever seen. Stop being freelance. Come work for me. Oh, I like being my own boss. But then we see there's a guy comes out of a bookstore.
Fucking this guy has an axe,
and he has a big overcoat. Just
he looks like he's
red rings around his eyes, he hasn't slept in weeks.
And he fucking looks like he's seen shit.
And then he just walks up to he jumps the fence. The people who are around the tables,
they just fucking
outside the cave, yeah, we're getting out of here. He just goes up, chops through the window with his axe, and then breaks the window, comes down on the table, crouches, leans into John Trent and says, "Do you read Sutter Kane?"
And
Sutter Kane,
sorry.
And then cops come in and they shoot him.
No. First after that, the dude said nothing, and he said no or yes.
I don't think he responded. He was just like, "What the fuck?"
And then he was about to chop him until American police know what they're doing.
When a single bullet would have dealt with this guy.
Nah, but they had to unload on the man. They used all 12. Well, they used 12 bullets to take out that man. He was dead after. But his eyes was fucked up.
Yeah, he had weird fish, weird. If you remember my Legacy of Kain Defiance Let's Play, the Elder God's eye.
Yeah, so
it's he has kind of an infinity symbol in your eye.
Yeah, it's all crazy cool and stuff. And he's so obviously they checked with him what happened to him. Like, what's it called again? The producers and shit.
The publishers.
The publishers. Soon later, the publishers was telling him, like, what was going on and who the man with the axe was.
It was, apparently, there's a horror writer called Sutter Kane.
Yeah.
And this is his agent.
Yeah, that was his fucking agent that tried to kill John.
Yeah.
And it was like, wait, what? Why? And then we'll know why in later on.
Because that's the whole plot, the whole premise of the movie.
Yeah.
So he's hired to go because Sutter Kane's disappeared.
Yeah, disappeared. Quotations disappeared
for the release of his new book, and he hasn't finished it. They don't have it yet, and they're
kind of worried, and they want their money.
Yeah.
So they hired him. Sorry. So they hired John to go investigate because he's the best one.
So it's like, hey, and he picks. He's okay, but I'll think about it. So he picks up a few of the books.
And then he starts reading them.
Walking home, he sees.
He first looks.
He sees some posters for a book called Hobbs End Horror.
Yeah,
the one that's being written right now is Mouth of Madness.
Yeah, the one that they're starting to talk about a lot is called The Mouth of Madness.
In the Mouth of Madness, just like the title of the movie. And
yeah, so we see this cop beating on this one kid.
Yeah, this one kid
really hard
because he dropped a group, and the other homeless people are around them, just kind
looking
of like, well, they don't want to get involved. And then we see
cop.
that he had ICA just like written on the
wall,
scraped on the wall, and the cop's beating the guy with a stick.
He's fucking
and then he turns and says,
"You want some, buddy?
Hey, buddy, you want?" And I was like, "Okay, I'm out."
No, it's like, "You want somebody?" Like, what the fuck, bro? Calm the fuck down. Have fun and beating the shit out of the boy. Okay, he's enough.
So he goes. He goes home. He's reading more.
No, he actually starts reading all the books. Actually, shit. He starts reading all the books one by one. Then he falls asleep at one point
and has a night. And then he's walking down the hallway again. He was also asked in the bookstore by someone comes up. Some weird kid comes up and says, "I can see them.
He sees you too.
He sees you. He's watching you."
And then he's like, "Tell him I say hi." And
and then he's dreaming that he's at the alley again.
Yeah.
And the cop's beating on the guy again who had written out "I can see."
Now you could fully just like the same kid in the.
But his face is now he has fang teeth. He's
not even, man. It's all like pussy. Like say for example, like you're like put your skin on bleach on a long time and it starts getting crusty. That's how it looks like, that kind of shit. It's like, and then his, eyes are even yellowy red. Yeah. His teeth are all, jaggedy and all crooked and shit. And when he turns around, he's like, "Do you want?" And now he sounds even creepier. It's like,
"You want somebody?" And then the agent...
He wakes up first, and then he wakes up from it.
No, he turns around, and then the agent...
was there again, yeah.
And a bunch of other people with axes. And then
they all look like the agent.
And then the agent says... "He sees you," and then the guys, all guys with the axes chop him into pieces.
By the way, mind you, the people around the dude chopping the agent looks fucking horrifyingly ugly because all their faces are distorted and fucking skin is wrapped around their eyes and shit, and
mouths are covered too.
Mouths are covered, mouths are exposed, teeth are everywhere, and
he wakes up again, he wakes up, he sees the cop beside him, then he wakes up again.
And then it was then he woke up 3 times, right?
Then he throws the book across the room.
He's like, "Fuck that book."
Then he's like, He's thinking, then he rips all the covers off the Sutter Kane novels. There are 6 of them.
Yeah.
And he cut, there's designs on each of them. He cuts each one off, then he pieces them together and was like, holy...
It makes a sign for a map.
Like a plate, and then he puts on a map of the state. I can't remember which state it is.
New England? I think.
New England.
Somewhere
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, there we go.
Hobbs End is here.
And then, so already Barrick's like, "You're not crazy by doing this, just letting you know." Oh my god, when we first saw this, like, what the fuck is this man? And I'm like, "Oh, we understand, but you're not crazy. It's okay. You're not insane for doing this shit."
Yeah.
It's not like we all see the little fucking lines and, oh my god, whatever. So, he showed this to the publishers. Yeah. It's like, this is where he is. And then...
So it's okay, I'm sending Styles as someone who was in an earlier scene, kind of a bitch.
By the way, about, yeah, she was a real,
It's
Yeah,
like, I don't really...
her character is
Sutter
this.
Kane, I've never heard of him. You read books, don't you?
You read... That's their character. It's like, do you read books? Sutter Kane is, like, better than Stephen King. Like, oh my god. Like, he made millions of dollars by it. That's her character. That's her
By the
fucking
way,
character.
making a lot of money doesn't make you talented.
Example, Twilight. See?
Yeah. Example, Michael Bay.
Oh god. Anyway, so these two go out and they're starting to drive to the
So they're going,
state.
and then funny scene where Styles falls asleep. So
Yeah.
so Trent reaches in, like, opens a glove box, takes out this.
He was looking at the map because he's like, "Fuck, where are we? Fuck, where are we?" And then he looks at Styles, passed out, and then he remembers that there's a glove. He remembers something in the glove compartment. He opens up. It's a little honky thingy,
and then honk honk, and then
Styles just wakes up, fucking starts
throwing chips at him,
punching the shit like, "You don't fucking asshole! Don't fucking wake me up like that!" And he's like, "What? What did I do? What did I do?" Fucking troll he was. Pretty cool character. So then he's like, "We're lost." And she's like, "Well, shit. It doesn't exist."
And then she drives for a bit.
And damn.
And then she has a hallucination of she sees a kid driving along the road.
Had like cards and they're making sounds. And
then a while later she sees the same bike and like someone dressed exactly the same, but he's like a 80-year-old man.
And she's like going like, "What the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on?" And then
5
seconds later, he hits the same kid.
But old guy now.
Sorry,
and then so they stop. It's like, oh, is he okay?
No, old kid.
Old kid. Then they this like check if he's alright. He says he won't let me leave.
He won't let me leave. And then 5 seconds later, he just walks behind her. Oh shit!
A new challenger comes.
So apparently we have a third person to review this film. He just kind of
I'm here now.
Yes, my Deadpool.
Hello, guys.
So it's the three of us gonna go tackle this movie.
I've seen this movie before.
Really?
I saw this movie today.
We don't really want someone who hasn't seen the movie to be reviewing the film with us.
Totally.
And I also read Sutter Kane.
Oh, you're such a bitch.
Hey, it's apropos.
Yeah.
What?
Did I mention my favorite color is blue?
Yes. I love that
So they hit him. So then he drives off on the bicycle.
He drives off with the bicycle looking like badass, like, "Yes, right, bitch. You thought you were looking at me, but you ain't looking at nothing." So he just scrolls around. After that, she gets back in the car.
They finally not
both
much
get back
of
in the car,
importance
actually.
happens, so they arrive in Hobbs End.
No. There's a scene where she fucking sees like trippy, insane, bloody like tunnel shit, and that's when they
and then
fucking
boom,
meet.
they're there.
Yeah. And then she's like fucking panicking and shit, and the guy wakes up, he's like, "Oh, I've been sleeping the whole night," and she's like, "You're fucking driving from now on. You're fucking driving from now on."
Oh, you found the place. Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
And she's like, "You're fucking driving from now on."
So they go and they check into a hotel, and there's an old lady at the desk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Also a painting that keeps moving every time they look away.
It was fucking creepy. It was pretty cool though.
Ever heard of a writer called Sutter Kane? No, I don't know any such person. He's certainly not staying at this hotel.
Like, oh.
Okay, so I was like, okay, fine. So he, Styles is convinced that this entire place is based on Sutter Kane novels.
Yeah, the funny part, the dude tried to prove her wrong. He's like, "Listen, this is reality." No.
It's like that woman down. What's her name in that book? In that book, chopped up her husband in the coleslaw. Now in their basement. Now the nice old lady down there isn't capable of anything meaner than dipping her dentures in her husband's beer.
Pretty much.
Now, if this were based on the Sutter Kane novels, there'd be a black Byzantine church with gold onions on the steeples outside this window.
And also, he was going to the west. And it was a little shitty-ass farm. And then she's like, "You haven't read properly. It's actually located in the east."
And then he opens that window and is there, and he's like, "Oh."
And then his face was like, "Fuck." Shit. Okay.
We're
that's
in
not
for
real.
a wild night.
It was fucking wild.
This isn't 300.
I know.
Oh,
so they go
I
to
prefer this movie over 300 anytime.
Me too.
I prefer most movies over 300. So they go to.
I prefer an actual movie in general.
So they go to
They check the church actually.
They check the church, and then they can't get in, but they see a bunch of like a creepy ass children chasing a dog.
I
hate
Styles.
these kids.
Styles
I
was like she
fucking
saw
hate
kids
these kids.
running after a dog, and
Little
at
kids.
first I thought it was kind of cool and cute because they were playing with the dog.
But no,
Oh god, no, it's worse. So they go to the church to check out what's up.
there's a
They saw it, the door was locked. They's like, oh well, it's closed, it's locked. Then they start seeing cars being pulled up,
and then
they
like
see
the adults of the town come, like the like a mob.
The
of,
town
with shotgun-
militia.
with shotgun.
pretty much with shotguns.
It's like Kane,
Yeah.
we want the children back.
And then
So the doors open, we see a little kid, then
Johnny
they open
boy.
and close and open and close, and boom, Sutter Kane is there.
and he was so fucking cool when he fucking popped up with
Sutter
lightning and
Kane's a
shit.
bad motherfucker.
And I looked at Merrick, and he's like, "You're telling me the writer became an evil wizard?" And he's like, "Yeah, pretty much." Like, oh my fucking god, this is retarded.
He got so good at writing, he's able to just make, like, magic scripts out of nowhere. He's like a level 39 wizard.
Necromancer's specification.
Yeah, to be honest.
You have to write 5
Or
books
summoner.
by the age of 30.
So after that, he summons
Okay,
his
if we're
canine
going by
dogs.
original D&D rules, Sutter Kane's a fucking bard.
Oh,
it's a fucking
for real.
bard.
He's that much of a badass.
Goddamn.
Anyway,
So
so
he summons dogs to go
like
chase after the village.
a bunch of Dobermans.
Dobermans. They
And then
start
people are getting
biting people and
And
shit.
John
causing
Trent
chaos.
is still like convinced it's a setup,
Yeah, and to be honest, I would fucking think so too, man. I mean, this is all like
and
by
then
the book.
and then Styles like admits something to him. It's like, look, originally it was a publicity stunt.
It was, but
That
now
we
it got a
weren't
bit too
supposed to
serious.
find anything here.
Pretty much, and honestly, she's just flat out told everything. Like, yes, this was supposed to be a stunt. We're supposed to get people, like, buying our shit, but now he's really fucking gone, and now he's really fucking crazy looking.
We've
and
taken
shit.
it too far, man.
So she leaves.
She fucking
She
sneaks.
fucks off. Tries to leave the town. Trent
Nice.
tries to find her. She like, hey, did you see the woman I was with leave? The old woman at the desk. Like, no, I
have not. And
I
then
haven't
he hears
seen
moaning.
anything. Then he hears like a grunt, like a kind of okay, thank you. So and he goes to the
Something
bar.
like an old man being chopped up in a basement.
But
No,
he
but the
looks
thing
di-
is, but-
and there's an old naked man handcuffed to her ankle.
And here I thought was thinking, like, god damn, this is some kinky ass old woman over here, man.
Yo, for real.
So he's,
But in reality, something else. Was
Yo, I'd bone.
of course you would. So he goes to a bar and one of the mob people are like,
Are you a writer? And he's like, no. And the guy's like, no, I'm not.
This isn't a tourist town. You should leave.
And he doesn't listen. He's like, oh, should I buy you a beer? And he's joking around, like, being a fucking cocky guy.
You guys are
No, you
really,
should leave.
really good actors. You know that?
It's like, I gotta tell you, the old lady and you, best actors. And I'm like, I don't believe this is acting anymore, buddy.
Then we
So-
You better be
we-
careful.
we see
We're
Styles.
We
wanted
cut
men.
the Styles. We cut the
gotta
Styles.
be careful.
Yes, be
Because
careful.
Styles snuck with the keys when he
Yeah.
was talking to John. And then she runs out to go to the church.
But she gets like waylaid by the children.
Oh my god.
The fucking little who are all demonic. Especially
Now
one
they-
girl's demonic face now.
Okay, this little bitch right here had her upper teeth exposed. Her eyes are all like fucking like beady eyed demons, and like she's
The
like
others
all,
are like kind of look like they have like blood on their face,
and they're all crusty and
The-
shit.
Also,
The
what
one
pissed
thing-
us off the most is the dog runs out and he's missing a leg. It's
I
like, you
like-
fucking little bastards.
You little shit! The dog is missing a leg, and he was stumbling out of there. And I have to say that dog was a good actor.
Hmm.
I have to say it was a good acting dog. But anyways,
Just like Einstein in Back to the Future.
oh yeah, top dog there.
So,
So, the kid's like, he sees you.
it's like, so where do you live? We live with you.
You are my mother, and blah, 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 blah. And then she fucking grabs the ball and throws it to one of the kids, and the kid fucking sucksily catches it, too. And then she goes into the church to check out what's the real deal.
The church looks badass inside.
Oh,
and then
fuck,
we
man.
meet Sutter Kane.
Torches, man!
We see, actually, Sutter Kane talks, basically saying that, for years I thought I was making all of this up.
And he kind of is.
But it turned... it's just... They've been telling me, because he's basically communicating with Cthulhuoid monsters.
It's this door, I swear to God, this door has been slimed and sweated on by a Cthulhu pulsing monster so long that the fucking doors begin to bend.
Yeah, it's
so
like
disgusting.
if you had wooden doors in front of running water.
Yeah, and it starts to like bend and breathe and shit. I'm like, God damn, that's
One might say that these Cthulhuoid monsters are scraping at the door! Scraping at the door! I had to.
I know.
You son of a bitch.
Back to the review.
Fucker. You killed me.
I just destroyed Nelson.
Fuck. So anyways, after the, he shows the door, he's like, I also finished the book. How do you like, and then she grabs her head, puts it against the book, and then she sees flashes of the book and everything happening in the movie. And then he grabs her face again, like, what do you think? Does it need any changes? Does it need anything else? And she grabs his face and starts massaging it.
Is it good?
And then
is it good
though? There's this demon thing on his back.
Ugh, it was so disgusting but cool. And then she starts fucking groping that shit's face. My thought process, like the demon's like, what the fuck are you doing to me?
It's like
what's happening?
It's like you can't see this because you don't have a webcam, but what I just did to Gio.
And the demon was like, and the monster itself was kind of like twitching his arms a bit, like, what the fuck's going on? So we cut back. We're back with John Trent. Yeah. He tries to leave. He goes like he's walking around the fucking hotel.
Well, he's walking around the hotel. He hears something from the basement. He opens it. The old woman's like this weird demon squid monster.
Actually,
now.
No, that's after. That's after when Styles comes in and she's like, I'm losing me.
Right,
I'm losing me. And then she's like, she's all up in his grill.
And she starts making out with him for some reason.
And she's like, I'm losing me. And then she passes on the bed.
She's like flailing around like she's at a fucking rave.
I'm losing, dude.
I'm gonna lose our room.
Dude, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. How she did it. She was all like, oh.
And then he leaves her there. He leaves her. He goes down to the basement.
Checks on the old woman and
she's
shit.
not. She has like tentacles and stuff. And
no, wait, fanged. No. First, he goes checks on the old woman, and then he hears the noise in the basement, and then he goes, and then he sees the fucking tentacle boobs, but her nipples were the fucking tentacles, and fucking the dude was handcuffed to one of them, and the lady starts chopping him like crazy
with an axe. Like, I'm gonna close this door now.
He fucking.
The painting from before is like mutating. They're squid monsters now.
And I'm like...
Yeah, hentai grandma was scary.
Yeah, dude. And that's when I said in the moment, like, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Yes,
I'm out of here.
I'm sure you have.
Yes, we have.
We've seen your blog.
All of us. All three men here.
I've seen enough hentai.
So especially you, Nelson. I've seen your blog.
Yes, we have.
Link in description.
No, we'll get banned from YouTube.
No, you'll get. I don't want to get this man banned from YouTube. Fucking all that shit. Figure out, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, so he runs out. He's like, "Fuck this shit." Grabs the keys and runs out. And
then there's
he first goes back to the bar though.
Goes back to the bar. No, he goes outside first. Sees like a mob. Like the adults and the children, like doing a kind of maypole dance.
Yeah,
thing.
around the.
They're doing the who dance.
I was like,
who door is the who door?
And then he goes into the bar
Satan. It's full of Satan.
Cthulhu.
So then he goes into the bar to see what's to just check up whatever, and then he sees the freaking like the farmer dude, the only like normal looking guy.
Like his face is all bloodied up. Like, and you see this? It goes a big like gash. My little girl did this after she did my wife.
And then John is like, this is an act. This is not real.
This isn't an act.
Bullshit.
He takes a shotgun, puts it under his chin.
And then John,
no, don't do it. I can't help it. He wrote me this way. Boom.
And he blow his head off.
I do have to say, very class of the film to not actually show the head exploding like a lot of movies do, like Hills of Eyes and shit.
And Scanners.
This movie is a lot like if they made a Silent Hill movie properly.
But good, actually.
Yeah.
Like you said it. It was actually
it's
good.
Like it's the best Call of Cthulhu, Cthulhu mythos movie so far.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking a masterpiece.
So John takes the fucking keys and he just says, you know what, fuck it, I'm out.
He gets in the car. The mob like is advancing on him with axes.
No, but don't forget the road when he had to drive, and then he goes back to the road.
But he sees the mob first. Like, I'm getting in the car. I'm driving, and then
I took your bitch.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
And then he's in the car, but Styles in the car. He tries to start it. She I have the keys, and then she eats them.
Fucking this guy starts punching the shit out of the
and she starts laughing. He hotwires the car, or like
with a screwdriver.
Yeah,
with a screwdriver, which is pretty cool.
And then he's driving off, and they see the kid again.
Yeah, they drive off, they see the kid again, and he's like, and he has this face like, I'm gonna go steal your bitch now! And then after that, they stopped into the middle of the road where the kid got hit, and that's when, like, he's like, this is fucking stupid, this is crazy, and then that's when Styles
gets out,
cracking all of his neck.
Her head's on backwards, and she's like, grudge walking.
That was the scariest
what the hell?
And then after her head rotates into another position where she's walking like a dog.
Yeah.
And that's even creepier. And I'm like, and
that whole scene with Styles like doing that kind of shit was even scarier than the fucking Exorcist. That scene, the first time I saw it, made me like almost legitimately piss my pants.
So then
it was fucking horror.
So obviously
he drives again.
The three of us felt what John would do. We were like, get the fuck out. So he drove fucking far.
But then the yellow dividing line starts flashing orange like he's going 88 miles per hour.
Yeah. And that's when Merrick said, 88 miles per hour!
Then he comes back, and then he's surrounded, but then the goons the mob's advancing on him with
people
the axes.
are like, waiting for him. Come on.
It's actually, we didn't mention this when he leaves the bar. This old lady with a fucked up face runs by him and just says, fuck you!
Yeah, this lady with an axe like, fuck you, and
fuck you!
And then me and Merrick like, well, fuck you too, you ugly bitch! And then, so then he turns his car around, tries to drive off,
doesn't work again. Like after like 3 times of the road,
like so the first time was saying Styles all fucked up. The second time he drives off, he sees old boy with Styles, and he has the
Styles is normal again, but she's on the bike. Just waving her arms.
And just like, wee! And then old kid looks at him, like, see? I stole your bitch! And then he goes...
He's back again. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna drive through these people. He goes to the church.
He goes through the people, actually. Nothing happening.
But then he's teleporting to a confessional with Sutter Kane, and Sutter Kane...
No. They pulled off an Army of Darkness.
Right, because Styles is in front of him and he doesn't want to hit her, so he swerves out of the way, then he's in the confessional.
Yeah, which is really fucking crazy.
And Sutter has this big speech about religion. It's like,
reality.
The problem with religion is not enough people believed it to make it real. You don't have that problem with my books.
See, but there's a difference. Books are meant for fucking being imaginative, but religion's a whole different story.
Long story.
Reading Rainbow is powerful with this one.
Fuck, dude.
Take a look. It's in a book.
And also in reality.
So, after that, he had this big talk about religion. John is sitting on the writer, like fucking like Santa Claus. He's like, do you want to see the book? Bashes his fucking head on the wall, and then he sees the flashes of the books again.
Yeah.
And then
the flashings of the books.
Then it's like, now, I've finished it. Now, all done. Now, you're going to take this manuscript to my publisher. That's what you do.
And then
I wrote you.
And then he's like, no, you don't fucking pull my strings, bitch. I pull my own strings.
And then Sergeant's like, whatever you say. He, like, grabs his face.
No. First, he's about to go to the door. And he's
like, I can't hold them back. Go. He opens the tunnel for him. Go, I can't hold them back any longer.
So then after, he didn't listen, obviously.
So he turns around, grabs part of his face, pulls it down to nothingness, the other one too, and just rips a hole in reality.
Explodes.
And on the inside is, like, pages of the book and writing on it.
Yeah.
And,
he goes to check in the hole, and as
Styles is reading pages of the book, because basically everything he's doing. Then the demons come, the monsters come, and these are fucking cool.
They look actually really good for
don't see a lot of them.
Yeah.
You never see one of them in its entirety, which is really clever.
Yes.
Because the more you see of something, the less frightening it becomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why Alien is scary and Aliens is not.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, I had to say they had like the graphic, the effects and everything with the monsters pretty good. So
well,
he
this is
was
the guy who made the fucking thing.
Good point, yeah. So after he starts running away from the monsters, and he grabs the manuscript. So he
and
starts
then
running,
he runs. He's running away, running through the tunnel. They're chasing him. Then he awakes in a crossroads.
Yeah, and fucking, he's awake in the crossroads, and he's like, "Where the fuck am I?" He's like, "Where the fuck am I?" And then there's a kid with a bike coming by. He's like, "Kid,
you want to buy a newspaper?" No. Were you in an accident?
Yeah.
Were you in an accident, mister?
Yeah.
I think I was.
Wait a second, you're not going to turn into an old man riding a bike, are you?
No.
That's what I was thinking too when I saw the kid.
So he's can you tell me where the? So do you want me to call? The police? No, just
Tell me where the road.
Point me in the direction of the highway. That kid doesn't actually take advantage or make fun of the guy.
He just says,
"Yeah,
up
it's
ahead,"
that way, and then he just leaves.
and he just leaves, and then whatever. And then he.
What day is it?
I kind of wanted him to ask, like, "Can you give me a fucking piece of paper to see what's happening?"
You know what this means? It means this damn thing doesn't work.
So we cut to him into a motel.
Motel. He's watching Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah, he was just chilling out, trying to,
So many movies have people watching Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Because it's so classic. It's like, what movie's going to be on TV?
You're stupid.
Fucking Plan
Stupid
9.
minds.
Yeah, because, you know what? Ed Wood bought up all of the screen time for the entire, all of the networks. It's just...
It's probably because it's public domain, the movie.
It's like, it's my turf.
Doesn't give a fuck.
It's my turf, boy.
Oh my god, remember what they were watching in fucking Troll 2?
Oh god.
With the monkey and the jetpack?
I wish that movie was on every TV ever.
What the fuck? So, okay. Anyways, back to the review.
Yeah.
I want to watch that fucking show, whatever the fuck they were watching. Okay.
So after that, he was just chilling in the motel, looking at the mirror.
He's just chilling in the hotel. He goes to the checkout desk. He's like,
Paying
"Hey,
out.
Sutter Kane, yeah, package for you," but no one knows.
No, John.
John, right. John Trent, yeah, package for you, but no one knows him. Someone has to. He opens it. It's the manuscript. Who dropped this? He grabs the guy.
Yeah,
Who dropped this off?
No, he opens it and it's a dinosaur egg.
No, you fucking...
No, it isn't.
Da 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 da.
It's a Triceratops Rex. It's a Triceratops.
It's
One of my favorite
a dinosaur.
Wait, did Sutter Kane write Jurassic Park too?
That if he
Wait,
did, that means he also wrote Congo, which makes far too much sense.
Don't fucking clap to you. He's gonna slap you.
On the subject of Jurassic Park.
Oh man.
Yes.
Alan.
Alright,
Alan.
so it wasn't it's not a dinosaur egg.
It's the manuscript. So he grabs the guy's like, "Who dropped this off? I wasn't there."
The fucking dad comes in, like, "I saw, and it was nobody."
What the fuck are you doing, your son?
So he tries to explain the story to the publisher.
No. First he burns it, and then he makes it to the publisher.
No, he's on the bus, and then this
old
annoying old woman's like ranting at him.
Yeah, she's fucking depression. Talking about.
He goes to sleep. He wakes up. And just turns, and not like fear, just kind of the for fuck's sake, you again.
Face.
And Sutter Kane sitting there like, and he says,
no matter how many
a few things. I'm God now.
Yeah, which is fucking.
Did I mention my favorite color is blue?
Everything
wakes up blue filter.
Everything's blue. Everything's fucking blue.
I'm blue.
And then, I swear to God, if you play that music while he was screaming, that's my fucking life when I was a kid in the 90s. Like, ah!
I remember the Crazy Frog version of that.
Oh, God. Shit. So then after...
I remember with shame that I used to like Crazy Frog.
God. I always hated Crazy Frog.
It was annoying.
He would just fly around in space. What's up with that?
He was yelling in the blue filtered bus, and now
no up in space, Gio.
I said flying around in space. Oh.
So
you said up.
I said around.
Well, you said what's up with that?
There's
no up in space.
Oi! Oh, fuck you.
Oi, you fuckers. So after he was screaming in the blue tinted room, he was screaming... Room bus, whatever the fuck it was.
It was too much magic
in real life. And then the old lady's like, "It's a dream! It's a dream!" Oh, no, and the bus driver's like, "It's a dream, buddy, it's okay."
Yeah.
Some not very important scenes happen of him being crazy.
And starting to lose it.
And then he goes to the publishers and tries to explain the story. Yes, but who's this? But
Who's
Styles, the person you claim we sent with you. We sent you. I mean,
alone.
like, I know we sent you there alone.
And then that's when everything's like, wait, what?
So, but I burned the manuscript and then I destroyed the manuscript. Now I know that's not true because we published it weeks ago.
You gave it to me, and he's like, you gave it to me like 3 weeks ago, and it's been out for like 7 weeks now. He gave it to him like a month ago. Now.
Yeah, it's been out for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been out for 3 weeks, and now it's been published, and now it's being made in a movie in a month.
The movie's coming out tomorrow. It's like, no.
And then he's like, no, in a month, actually.
In a month. Then he goes back to the alley with the he's like kind of losing, goes back to the alley with the posters. The cop's not there, but he tears one off, and then it's his face under it. It's like, oh, shit.
That's not my face. I don't want my face there. So, after that, the book was now fully published. It was all everywhere now.
And then people are reading it, they're getting violent because of it.
Yeah, news reporters and everything tells you
there's one kid, like, blood, like, his eyes are bleeding from reading it. His eyes
were the same thing as, like, the Infinity thing, too.
And they were bleeding.
Yeah.
And then,
John
with a trench coat and, like, the weird eyes, like, hey, so did you like the new book?
Like the new book?
I love it. Then this shouldn't surprise you. Takes an axe out of his overcoat and boom! And, like, chops through his head.
And then
he said that's how it got in the
mental institute.
And
the fucking psychiatrist.
I do have to say again, though, just for Joe's benefit, I'm sorry about the balls. It was like a shot.
What?
So he tells him the story. What about and there's now they're going to get infect the people, anyone who reads the book. What about the people who don't read? My first thought: what about the people who don't read? Fuck them.
Fuck them.
But he says, but there's a movie.
There's a movie coming out.
So it's a very clever thing. Yeah. Very clever fucking, scheme.
And I thought, and then the guy, Dr. David Warner leaves,
he's like...
I thought he could help us solve the epidemic, but he is just crazy. And then, in the night... Monster attack.
In the night.
Monsters ravage through it.
They destroy it. They fucking kill everybody in the institute except for him.
And then leave the door open. And
they bust the door.
Yeah,
and then
David Warner says to him before he leaves, so I can get you out. No, are you kidding?
I'd rather.
It's much safer in here than out there.
Yeah.
In 10 years, maybe less, because
he said.
So what's going on? A species can smell its own extinction. 10 years, maybe less. Human race is just going to be a bedtime story they tell their children.
Yeah, that kind of shit kind of made the psychiatrist like, yo, I'm out. Mm. And he then later says, we're going to explain to the psychiatrist what he says is like, so what did he say? The other psychiatrist. He's like, well, he thinks the writer's all behind all this shit and, crazy shit.
He thinks the writer's behind the epidemic. So, do you read Sutter? By the way, do you read Sutter Kane?
And then the psychiatrist just kind of, made a small little pause, it's like the small pause of I hope this guy's not right. Please don't make him he's right. And then, shit hit the fan, where the demons came out.
Yeah.
And that's when John opens the door.
It deep claw marks in the steel. He walks through the hospital, everyone's gone. This is where your typical,
scary shadow comes in the background.
This is where your video game would start.
Yeah, just for yeah. So he goes out in the hallway. Then a scary shadow comes up. Has nothing importance. He goes out of the.
He's at the front desk. Everyone's gone. The place is a mess.
And there's a radio.
The place is fucking hell.
But there's a radio broadcast. It's like, hey,
we're survivors here.
We'll try to hold up this emergency broadcast as long as we can hold out. Stay off. If you're one of us, if you're normal like us, stay off the streets.
For some reason, the epidemic really is
It's like reports of people changing, their faces
deformed,
their eyes swelling up.
And you are deformed.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. So they were telling as John is he's
walking through the street. He
grabs a towel. He wipes his face off the markers and shit.
He still has a crucifix all over his.
Yeah,
I love how he's just going fucking insane, just drawing all over himself.
But later after that, he just starts wiping off everything, and now he's clean.
Walking down the streets. There's some fires and trash bins. People walking around. He goes to the movie theater. It says "In the Mouth of Madness."
Him,
John Trent. He's just like, goes in. He has a thing of popcorn. He's watching it. They just starts laughing.
Yeah, he starts seeing. He starts seeing everything.
He's just watching bits of the movie. He's watching the movie we just watched.
Yeah,
and then he's laughing. They start like this. Then he starts to scream, and then the movie's over.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's actually the third part of John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy, which are 3 films that are all standalone, but can be viewed as a trilogy. These are what the first one, John Carpenter's The Thing. Second one, Prince of Darkness. Third one, In the Mouth of Madness. Because you can also notice that these are 3 of his films, which have no repeated actors throughout them. Because there are a bunch of actors he likes to use a lot. Keith David, Kurt Russell, Donald Pleasance.
Yeah, but now it's not. So
each of them is only in one of the films.
Yes, which is really good.
Like the first one has Kurt Russell and Keith David. Second one has Donald Pleasance and the guy who played can't remember his name, but he played Egg Shen.
Don't remember.
In Big Trouble in Little China.
Anyway,
what did you think of this movie?
God damn, son. I mean,
we can't rate this movie. We can't give a joke rating to this movie.
No,
it's legitimately great.
This movie deserves full justice for.
I'm giving it 9.5 out of 10.
I'll give it 5 Cthulhu books out of 5 stars.
Yo, I'll give it a full on 100 blue buses out of 100 blue buses, dog.
Okay, fine. I'll give it
perfect.
I'm giving it 9.5 axes out of a possible 10.
There, see, that's a good rating.
Yay!
But Jesus, if you also, in all honesty, pick this fucking movie up.
Watch this fucking movie. It is really
read
good.
Sutter Kane.
No, don't read Sutter Kane.
You dumb
don't
shit.
Read Sutter Kane.
Do not read Sutter Kane or else
Listen to the psychopath. Read Sutter.
Don't do it.
Kane.
Even though he's not real, but don't do it.
If you can find a Sutter Kane book, read it, because I'm legitimately interested in reading it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I wish I would like one, if they did as a
Cthulhu-like thing.
No, shush. As what do you call it? Promotional when they first made this film, or if they do a 20-year anniversary for this film, the 30th anniversary, release a Sutter Kane book.
I would be skeptical. I would be like.
So anyway, I'm Eric.
I'm Nelson,
and I'm the random encounter Geo.
New challenger.
Geo dude has
bye.
Bye guys.
And see you all next Friday. Ciao.
Later.